Hello, and welcome to Talk Sona, a friendly space where we practice easy American English through natural conversations and clear daily examples.
Hi, everyone. We are really happy you are here today, learning English slowly, confidently, and comfortably with us.
If you are new to this channel, please like this video and subscribe to Talk Sona for simple English learning.
Today, our topic is mind control, explained in an easy way so beginners can understand ideas, words, and meanings clearly.
Mind control often means influence, where words, tone, and behavior gently guide how people think or feel.
This influence is common in daily life, like advertisements, speeches, teaching styles, and even friendly conversations.
When someone speaks calmly and repeats clear ideas, listeners often feel safe and start believing those messages.
The human brain likes familiar words, simple sentences, and emotions, which makes these techniques very effective.
Learning about influence helps us notice manipulation and also improves how we communicate with others.
As English learners, understanding this psychology helps you choose better words and speak with more confidence.
Positive words can change someone's mood and decisions during normal daily conversations, and this starts with how we pay attention.
Mind control often begins with attention, because when people listen carefully, their minds become open to new ideas.
Tone of voice matters a lot here, since a soft and confident tone can make messages feel friendly and trustworthy.
Along with tone, simple words are powerful, because complex language can confuse listeners and reduce the impact of the message.
We also see the power of repetition, where the same idea is shared again and again until it feels normal.
This is why slogans, quotes, and short phrases stay in our minds for a long time.
Body language supports these words because relaxed posture and eye contact make communication stronger.
When words and body language match, people feel the speaker is honest and reliable.
Storytelling acts as a gentle way to influence minds, since stories connect emotions with ideas naturally.
Emotional words like hope, fear, success, and safety can guide thoughts without people noticing.
That is why learning vocabulary with emotions helps English learners understand real conversations better.
Mind control is not magic. It is mostly psychology and clear communication used in daily life.
By understanding these ideas, learners become smarter listeners and more confident speakers.
Moving deeper into this topic, we find the concept of suggestion, where people accept ideas more easily when they feel relaxed.
For example, soft background music and friendly words can gently guide thoughts during learning or conversations.
Teachers often use positive suggestions to build confidence and help students believe they can succeed. This works because the mind responds well to encouragement and clear direction instead of fear or confusion.
Focus is essential here because a distracted mind cannot fully understand or accept new information.
When phones are silent and attention is strong, learning English becomes faster and more effective.
Athletes and speakers often use visualization, imagining success before it actually happens to train their minds.
Using simple present tense sentences helps beginners clearly understand these ideas without feeling overwhelmed.
When English feels simple, learners feel calm, and calm minds learn better.
Ideally, mind control is actually self-control, where you guide your own thoughts in a positive direction.
Saying kind words to yourself can change motivation, mood, and daily behavior.
This positive self-talk is powerful for language learning and personal growth.
When you believe improvement is possible, your brain works harder to understand and remember new words.
While internal thoughts are key, the environment around us also quietly affects how we think, feel, and focus.
Clean spaces, soft light, and calm sounds help the brain stay relaxed and open to learning new information.
This is why studying in a peaceful room makes English practice easier and more enjoyable.
When stress is low, the mind absorbs words faster and remembers sentences for a longer time.
Within this environment, habits play a huge role because repeated actions slowly train the brain without much effort.
Practicing English at the same time every day builds a learning habit that feels natural.
Over time, the brain expects learning, so resistance becomes lower and confidence grows.
Mind control works quietly through routine, which is useful when habits are positive and support growth.
Negative habits can also control the mind, which is why awareness is very important.
By noticing thoughts and reactions, people can choose better responses instead of automatic ones.
This skill helps English learners stay patient when mistakes happen.
Mistakes are part of learning, not signs of failure or weakness.
A calm and accepting mindset allows progress without fear.
Language learning improves when the mind feels safe, encouraged, and consistent.
The mind responds better when learning happens regularly instead of randomly.
Short daily practice trains the brain gently and avoids pressure that can block understanding.
When learning feels easy, the mind stays open and curious instead of tired or stressed.
Curiosity is powerful because interested minds naturally focus and remember information longer.
Simple rewards, like feeling proud after practice, also guide behavior in a positive way.
This kind of motivation is a soft form of influence that supports growth.
Language patterns slowly shape thinking, especially when positive and clear sentences are repeated.
That is why using correct and simple English daily improves both speaking and confidence.
Understanding influence makes learners more aware and less easily confused by strong messages.
Awareness gives control back to the learner instead of the situation.
With awareness, English learning becomes a choice, not a burden.
Calm focus, clear goals, and steady practice guide the mind naturally.
This balanced approach helps beginners enjoy English and feel comfortable using it every day.
To maintain this balance, patience is necessary because the mind learns best when it is not rushed.
When learners accept slow progress, stress reduces and understanding becomes deeper and more stable.
Calm breathing also helps because oxygen supports focus and clears confusing thoughts during learning.
Many successful speakers pause, breathe slowly, and then speak with clarity and control.
This habit quietly trains the mind to stay steady in conversations.
Confidence grows when the mind feels prepared instead of pressured.
Listening carefully is another form of control because attention shapes what the brain absorbs.
Good listeners often understand English faster than those who only try to speak quickly.
Silence can also guide thinking because quiet moments allow ideas to settle.
When learners reflect calmly, memory becomes stronger and clearer.
Positive learning environments reduce fear, and comfort opens space for growth.
This is why friendly conversations are powerful tools for English learning.
Gentle guidance helps the mind move forward without resistance, creating positive expectations.
The mind often follows what it believes will happen next.
When learners expect improvement, their brains search actively for meaning, patterns, and useful language clues.
This positive expectation quietly guides effort and attention in the right direction.
Negative expectations, however, can limit progress and create unnecessary fear.
That is why encouraging words like try again and you can do this support healthy thinking.
Mind control also appears in routines, because routines reduce decision stress and save mental energy.
When practice becomes automatic, the mind focuses more on understanding than on starting.
This makes English learning feel lighter and more natural.
We can also use framing, where the same idea sounds different based on how it is presented.
Saying, learning takes time, feels kinder than saying, learning is hard.
Gentle framing helps beginners stay motivated and relaxed.
Clear goals also guide the mind, because direction reduces confusion and doubt.
Small goals feel achievable and train the brain to enjoy progress.
Step-by-step learning keeps control balanced and healthy.
In this way, mind control becomes a tool for growth, not pressure.
What we focus on slowly shapes our thoughts and feelings, so attention control is vital.
When learners focus on improvement instead of mistakes, confidence increases naturally.
This focus trains the mind to notice success, even in small steps.
Small wins send positive signals to the brain and encourage continued effort.
Mind control also works through language rhythm, because smooth flow makes messages easier to accept.
Clear pauses and steady pace help listeners understand English without stress.
This is why speaking slowly is helpful for both speakers and listeners.
Internal dialogue matters too, because the way we talk to ourselves guides behavior.
Supportive self-talk keeps the mind calm and ready to learn.
Saying learning is possible changes how the brain reacts to challenges.
Mind control is strongest when it feels gentle and natural.
Force creates resistance, but calm guidance creates cooperation.
Awareness allows learners to choose which thoughts to follow.
This choice builds independence and confidence in communication.
Over time, controlled focus leads to clear thinking and better language skills.
English becomes easier when the mind works with you, not against you.
Repeating useful sentences with meaning helps the brain store language deeply and recall it easily.
When repetition feels purposeful, learners stay engaged and do not feel bored or controlled.
Practice becomes powerful when the mind understands why a sentence is useful in real life.
This understanding connects language with experience, making memory stronger and more natural.
Emotions also guide memory because emotional moments stay longer in the mind.
Positive emotions during learning help English words feel friendly instead of difficult.
Smiling, relaxed faces, and supportive voices create emotional safety.
Safety allows the mind to open instead of defending itself.
Mind control also includes choice, because feeling free increases cooperation.
When learners choose to practice, motivation becomes internal and lasting.
This kind of control respects the learner and supports long-term growth.
Pressure may create speed, but calm choice creates consistency.
Consistency slowly reshapes habits and thinking patterns.
Over time, these patterns guide language use without conscious effort.
This is how English becomes part of daily thinking.
Gentle influence, clear language, and steady practice work together naturally.
The mind feels calm when messages are simple and easy to understand.
Clear instructions reduce confusion. and help learners trust the learning process.
When trust grows, resistance fades, and attention stays steady.
This is why simple explanations work better than complicated rules for beginners.
Timing is also effective because studying when the mind is fresh helps information settle more deeply.
Short breaks also reset focus and prevent mental overload.
A rested mind responds better to guidance and learning.
Mind control is effective when it respects natural limits.
Pushing too hard creates stress, but gentle pacing creates progress.
Language learning improves when effort feels balanced.
Balance allows both discipline and enjoyment.
Enjoyment keeps the mind open and willing.
Willing minds learn faster and remember longer.
This is why comfort plays a key role in communication.
Comfortable learners express ideas more freely and clearly.
Over time, this comfort builds strong language habits.
Belief is a quiet influence because what people believe often directs their actions without conscious effort.
When learners believe English is useful, practice feels meaningful instead of forced.
Meaning gives energy, and energy helps the mind stay active and focused.
This focus gently guides behavior toward regular learning habits.
Mind control also works through examples because people copy what they see often.
Watching calm speakers helps learners mirror pronunciation, tone, and confidence.
Modeling is powerful, especially when learners feel connected to the speaker.
Connection creates trust, and trust allows ideas to enter easily.
Simple routines, clear voices, and friendly expressions support this connection.
Over time, learners begin thinking in English without trying too hard.
This shows how the mind adapts through steady and gentle influence.
Adaptation happens naturally when pressure stays low.
Learning becomes part of daily life instead of a special task.
When English feels normal, fear disappears and confidence grows.
This calm growth reflects healthy control over thoughts and habits.
In the end, understanding the mind helps language learning feel easier and more natural every day.
Noticing thoughts helps learners choose calm responses instead of reacting with fear or frustration.
Awareness slows the mind slightly, giving space to understand words clearly and respond with confidence.
This skill improves conversations because clear thinking supports better sentence formation.
Attention is guided toward useful goals, allowing the brain to filter distractions.
This focus makes practice sessions more productive and less tiring.
Encouraging feedback also shapes behavior because the mind responds well to recognition.
Feeling appreciated increases motivation and reduces inner resistance.
This is why kind correction works better than harsh criticism.
Gentle guidance keeps learners moving forward without fear.
Language grows faster when mistakes feel safe and normal.
Safety allows experimentation, which is necessary for improvement.
Mind control becomes healthy when it supports growth and self-respect.
Respect builds confidence, and confidence improves communication.
Over time, these influences create steady and natural language progress.
English learning feels smoother when the mind feels supported and guided calmly.
The mind relaxes when information feels light and manageable.
Simple sentences reduce pressure and allow beginners to understand meaning without translating every word.
This understanding builds trust between the learner and the language.
Trust helps the brain stay open instead of defensive during practice.
Steady voices create emotional balance, which improves memory and supports calm communication.
When learners feel calm, pronunciation and listening both improve naturally.
Calm minds notice patterns in English without force or stress.
Guidance works best when it feels supportive, not commanding.
Support encourages effort, while force often creates resistance.
This balance keeps learning healthy and enjoyable.
Enjoyment strengthens motivation and long-term commitment.
Over time, gentle influence shapes confident language habits.
These habits help learners express thoughts clearly and comfortably in everyday English.
The mind follows clear purpose more easily than vague effort.
When learners know why they are learning English, focus becomes stronger and steadier.
Purpose turns practice into a meaningful activity instead of a boring task.
This meaning quietly directs attention and energy toward improvement.
Results influence future behavior. So when learners notice progress, motivation increases.
This positive loop trains the mind to enjoy learning.
Enjoyment keeps the brain active and willing to continue.
Gentle reminders help guide behavior without pressure.
Soft reminders feel supportive, while harsh reminders create stress.
Supportive guidance builds trust in the learning process.
Trust reduces anxiety and increases clarity.
With clarity, language becomes easier to organize and express.
Organized thinking leads to smoother speaking.
Smooth speaking builds confidence in real conversations.
Confidence helps learners use English naturally in daily life.
Hearing similar phrases daily trains the brain to recognize patterns automatically.
These patterns reduce effort and help learners respond faster in conversations.
Predictability feels safe to the mind and lowers learning anxiety. When anxiety drops, comprehension and memory both improve.
Slow progress often feels more stable than rushed success.
Slow learning allows ideas to settle deeply and stay longer.
This depth supports real understanding, not just memorization.
Real understanding helps learners adapt language to new situations.
Adaptation shows true control over communication skills.
Feelings shape how messages are received. Friendly tones invite attention.
Distance blocks learning, but warmth encourages openness.
Open minds connect words with meaning more easily.
This connection improves listening, speaking, and confidence together.
Mind control becomes helpful when it supports clarity and calm.
Calm learning environments create strong and lasting English skills.
The mind pays more attention when it wants to discover something new. So curiosity is key.
Curious learners explore words, sentences, and expressions actively instead of passively.
This active engagement makes memory stronger and helps English feel alive and practical.
Small rewards encourage repetition and learning, building motivation.
Feeling proud after completing a lesson reinforces positive habits.
Positive reinforcement trains the mind gently, without pressure or fear.
Thinking about your own progress helps the mind recognize strengths and weaknesses.
When learners notice small improvements, confidence grows, and motivation increases naturally.
Self-reflection also helps identify mistakes gently, turning them into learning opportunities instead of stress.
A peaceful room, soft lighting, and minimal distractions allow learners to absorb English more easily.
Gentle praise for correct sentences helps the mind associate learning with satisfaction and comfort.
Body language, gestures, and facial expressions affect how words are received.
Calm gestures and steady eye contact make communication clearer and more trustworthy.
Combining words, tone, and posture guides understanding naturally without forcing it.
Over time, learners internalize these cues, improving both listening and speaking skills.
Mind control becomes effective when it encourages focus, positivity, and consistent practice.
These subtle influences help English learners progress steadily while feeling confident and comfortable.
Remember, steady practice and calm attention are more powerful than speed or pressure in learning.
Finally, we see that the mind learns best when effort and rest are in harmony.
Overworking or rushing can block understanding, while steady, calm practice builds lasting skills.
Mind control becomes helpful when it supports learning, not pressure, and encourages confidence naturally.
Positive thoughts, consistent practice, and gentle guidance together create a strong foundation for English.
Mistakes are normal, and each mistake is an opportunity to improve and understand better.
Calm focus, curiosity, and awareness allow the brain to absorb language easily over time.
Encouragement, repetition, and supportive feedback guide learners without stress or fear.
Practicing in small steps helps the mind accept new words, patterns, and sentences gradually.
Over time, learners develop natural confidence, clear thinking, and fluent communication in English. The real power of mind control is guiding yourself positively, staying patient, and practicing daily.
With steady effort, supportive habits, and calm focus, English learning becomes smooth, enjoyable, and effective.
Thank you for joining us today, and we hope these ideas help you speak and understand English better every day.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please like this video and subscribe to Talk Sona for more practical English learning.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, your mind is your strongest tool in learning English.